At its core, The Empress of Salt and Fortune is about rediscovery of history, of truth, and of the ability to embrace emotions when power collides with vulnerability. The novella follows Cleric Chi, a wandering historian from the Singing Hills Monastery, whose life has always been defined by curiosity, discipline, and the refusal to ignore stories. Chi thrives on collecting tales, but beneath their scholarly exterior lies a longing for connection. Their world is shaken when they encounter someone who challenges everything they thought they knew about empire and memory. Enter Rabbit, an elderly servant who once lived in the court of Empress Nghi. Rabbit is fiery, stubborn, and determined to live authentically. Unlike Chi, Rabbit has no interest in hiding the truth. Through Rabbit's recollections, the charged atmosphere of imperial politics, forbidden love, and hidden rebellion comes alive. Sparks fly, not romantic ones, but the kind that ignite transformation, forcing Chi to confront the power of stories and the weight of memory. Their relationship begins with tension, fueled by Chi's reluctance to impose interpretation and Rabbit's determination to reveal the truth in her own way. Chi is drawn to Rabbit's energy, while Rabbit is captivated by Chi's willingness to listen. What begins as oral history slowly transforms into trust, intimacy, and revelation. As the narrative deepens, Rabbit struggles with fear of erasure, fear of scandal, fear of losing herself in the shadow of empire. Chi, despite their own insecurities, pushes Rabbit to embrace authenticity. Their chemistry is undeniable, making every interaction charged with vulnerability and resonance. Nghi Vo's writing is sharp, emotional, and deeply engaging. She blends folklore with heartbreak, creating a novella that feels both entertaining and transformative. The interplay between Chi and Rabbit is electric, making their connection feel authentic and satisfying. Thematically, The Empress of Salt and Fortune explores historical fantasy trope, the tension between empire and intimacy, identity and vulnerability. Rabbit's journey reflects the courage required to embrace truth despite fear. Love and risk, The Empress's hidden story underscores the beauty of risking vulnerability in unconventional circumstances. Community and belonging, the Singing Hills cycle setting adds warmth and depth, reinforcing themes of loyalty and resilience. The climax is both emotional and triumphant, as Rabbit must decide whether her connection with Chi and her own truth is worth the risk of vulnerability and rejection. The resolution affirms the novella's central message, that sometimes the fiercest battles lead to the most authentic stories, even when they begin in the shadow of empire. By the end, The Empress of Salt and Fortune is more than a fantasy novella. It is a meditation on courage, authenticity, and the beauty of finding someone who sees you for who you truly are. It begins the Singing Hills cycle with passion, grit, and emotional resonance, leaving listeners eager for the next installment.